Hello and welcome to the next video in the Smart Home series. In this video, I'll be reviewing this Aqara door contact sensor and I'll be using it in my home assistant setup. I'll give you a demo and a step-by-step guide. Please subscribe below, like and comment. Let's get started. Okay, cool. So let's get started unboxing this door contact. So I've picked this up on Amazon and I think it comes around 15 to 20 pounds or dollars. And as you can see, Zigbee, it uses the Zigbee protocol and it's called the Aqara. I think it's called the Xiaomi, the actual brand. So this is the original packaging. So it's a contact sensor. So you attach this to like a door and there's a magnet between the two and it detaches. So when it's detached, it signals open, and when it's attached, that would be closed. So let's open this up now. Okay, cool. So let's see what's in the box. So we've got an instruction manual. Yeah, a little booklet. I think it's in various languages, which is that's quite good. English, if you've got Chinese. Okay, cool. Wow. So this is really small. I didn't expect this at all. This is really small compared to the contact sensor I've got, the SmartThing Samsung one. And yep, this is also really small. So these should be magnetized. Don't know which way around actually. So I think it's got some sticky tape at the back that you can sort of peel off, and then you would attach that to the door or cupboard or in my case the garage door, which I'll show you later. Let's see what else we get. Oops. A bit like a kid, I just like opening these boxes. Not sure if there's anything else in here. Yep, okay, so box is empty. All right, cool. Let me not lose it. Right, so let's go and get this installed. So we've got our decon set up. Now I'm gonna create another video of how to get your decon set up. But what is decons? Basically, it's a way to control Zigbee sensors. So there's a little USB stick that you can plug into your server or whatever you've installed Home Assistant, and that will like become like a little hub. It's quite inexpensive. So once this is set up and it's started and it's up and running, we can now start pairing devices to our little motion sensor here. So if you go to the decons tab, I'm going to use the Foscon web app. So just click here. I think the first time you do that, it will ask you for a username and password, so bear that in mind. So this is going to be, once you've sort of set up initially, this is going to be your landing screen. So we can create a group first. So let's create a group. Let's say garage. The group already exists. Okay. Perfect. So we've got our garage group here. So next phase, we're going to go and we're going to add in the new sensor. So just click here, top, and we'd say sensors. And we've got three options here: light, switches, or sensors. So just click on sensors. Okay, so we've got a daylight sensor here already set up, which is nice. So let's add a new sensor. So we need to find the option here. Here we go, add new sensor. So we've got some options, Philips, Dresden, IKEA, other. So let's go and say other. Right, so the search for the new sensor is active for 3 minutes. Follow the instructions in the manual, reset the sensor if necessary. Okay, so now I'm going to take the sensor, this one here, and I'm going to press this button here, and let's see if it works. Should blink, let's see. Right, it's blinking blue, I don't know if you can see that. So, wait a bit. Okay, this is a bit. Aha, sensor ready. Perfect. Ready? So I'll click ready. Here we go. Window door sensor, chamois contact sensor, 36 degrees. That's quite hot, and open. So we've got our device here, the right way around. Here we go, closed. Open, closed, open. Right, so I'm quite happy with that. Just one more time. Closed, open. That's instant. Look at that. It's quite impressive for just like 20 bucks. So you can rename the sensor. Wonder what other things we can pick up on. Right, so you've got your little pencil, the window door sensor. You can call this garage door sensor. Rename. Perfect. If you go back to the configuration tab and you look at your devices, I've filtered by decons, and now I've got my 3 devices that we had that default daylight sensor. I think we have the Zigbee, the Conbee II device itself, which is this one from Dresden Electronic, and we have the garage door sensor, which quite strange, it's manufactured in Lumi. Oh, that's fine. Okay, and we've got the model number here, Lumi door sensor. So we've got entity, open and close. So yeah, this is instant. Battery level 100%. So here you can create some scenes, some scripts. But what I'll be doing is I'll be adding it in to my garage card. Okay, so now we've got that little symbol now working with the motion sensor sort of attached to the actual trigger. We have like an open and close status, as you can see here. You've got that nice garage door, garage open. So if you're interested in how I've managed to set this up, I'll create another video for you guys. But please subscribe and like, or comment below if you've got any home automation ideas that you want me to try out in the future. So let's now go downstairs. So here's the motion sensor installed here at the garage door. This is the best place to actually position it. So I didn't put it on the door, but I've put it on this arm that moves each time the garage door is sort of triggered. So next steps, we'll try and add maybe a broadcast, a voice broadcast that Alexa notifies us when the garage door is open, or a mobile phone broadcast. So we'll try a few other ideas and see what we can accomplish with Home Assistant. If you enjoy this, please like, comment, subscribe. I've got a home automation series coming up. Episode 1's already been released, but episode 2 will be released soon. All about smart heating, smart lighting, robot vacuums, garage doors, everything. So please stay tuned and stay safe.